Hello students, already we were discussing about the properties of a determinant. So in that properties of a determinant, first property we have given, or I have told that the determinant value, the value of the determinant remains unchanged if we interchange rows and columns. That means when the determinant of a given matrix and the determinant of transpose of a matrix both are same. So we can calculate that either by giving an example, or usually the proof of that property won't ask in the exam, but only using that properties we can find out what is the determinant value of a given matrix. So first I'll give an example, and from that example we'll see whether that property satisfies or not. So the example given is I'll take delta, or A is a matrix, or I'll just take delta is equal to determinant of 2, 3, 1, 5, minus 2, 0, and 2, minus 1, and minus 3. If I consider this is the determinant or this is the matrix, then what is the delta value can be calculated. First I'll find out the determinant by exchanging R1, or by expanding R1, expand along R1, expand along R1. So when I expand along R1, what we get now when we expand 2 into delta is equal to 2 into determinant value minus 2, 0, minus 1, minus 3, then expanding along R1, so it will be minus 3 into by deleting first row and second column we get 5, 0, 2 and minus 3, then plus 1 into by deleting first row and third column. So what we get when we delete first row and third column, we get 5 minus 2, 2 and minus 1. So this is obtained by deleting or directly expanding along R1. So this is equal to 2 into minus 2 into minus 3, it is a 2 by 2 matrix, or determinant of 2 by 2 matrix. So minus 2 into minus is a 6, then minus 0, minus 3 into 5 into minus 3 is a minus 15, minus 15 minus 0, plus 1 into 5 into minus 1 is a minus 1, minus 5 plus 4, minus 5 plus 4. So what is the answer we get here? 2 into 6 is 12, 2 into 6 is 12, and minus 3 minus 15 is plus 45, plus 45, and 1 into minus 5 plus 4, minus 5 plus 4 is minus 1, so it will be minus 1. What is the answer we get? 45 plus 12 is 57, minus 1 is 56. So the determinant of given matrix by expanding along R1 is 56 it is. So next we have to find out the determinant by interchanging rows and columns. There is a proof of the property 1, first property. By exchanging, we have to find out now by exchanging the determinant rows and columns. So we got the answer as 56. Next I'll calculate what is the value when I exchange the rows and columns. So when I exchange rows and columns, interchanging rows and columns, interchanging rows and columns. So we got delta 1 is equal to, I'll interchange rows and columns, 2, 3, 1, 5, minus 2, 0, then 2 minus 1 minus 3. I have interchanged rows and columns. Now I have to find out what is the determinant of this. Determinant is obtained. This is equal to 2 into, again I'll write expanding along R1. So if I expand along R1, what we get? 2 into delta 1 is equal to 2 into determinant obtained by deleting first row and first column, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and minus 3, then minus 5 into determinant of 3 minus 1, 1 minus 3 plus 2 into, by deleting the first row and the third column, we get it is 3 minus 2, 1 and 0. 3 minus 2, 1 and 0. So now I have to find out the value of the determinant. So that will be equal to 2 into minus 3 into minus 2 into 2 into 6, 2 into 6 minus 0, then minus 5 into 3 into 3, minus 3 plus 1, minus 3 plus 1, then plus 2 into 0 plus 2. So this will be 2 into 6 is 12 plus 15 plus 4. So 15 plus 12 is 27 plus 4. 27 plus 4 is 2 into 6 minus 0. So minus 5 into, sorry, it is 3 into 3 is 9. It will be 9 minus 9. So now it will be minus 9 plus 1 minus 8. Then this will be 40. Minus 9 plus minus 8. 8 into 5 is 40 plus 40. So 12 plus 40 plus 4 is 44. It will be 56. It will be 56. So we got, therefore, delta is equal to delta 1. Both the values of delta and delta 1 are same. So delta is equal to delta 1. Determinant obtained by interchange the rows and columns of a given matrix will be same. So this is one of the property. So we'll discuss the next property number 2. So what happens when we interchange only one or when we interchange rows or columns? Here we have interchanged rows and column. That means we have calculated determinant of A and determinant of A transpose in this property. In the next property, if any two rows or columns of a determinants is interchanged, then the determinant value changes its sign. So next property is if any two rows or columns of a given determinant are interchanged, then the sign of the determinant changes. So when we interchange here in the first property, what we have done is we have interchanged rows completely. Rows we have written column, and columns we have written rows. But here it is not like that. So in the second property, when we interchange rows or columns, so if suppose it is 3 by 3 matrix, if I interchange R1 and R2, and if I interchange C1 and C2 or C1 and C3, then the sign of the determinant changes. The property is if any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the sign of the determinant changes. Sign of the determinant changes. So this is the statement of a property 2. So how to prove that property 2? First write statement of that property 2. After that I'll consider determinant delta. Delta is equal to A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. If I consider this is the determinant, I'll expand along R1, expand along R1. If I expand along R1, so what we get if I expand along R1, you can write A1. So delta is equal to A1 into, so you know that A1 is in the first A11 position, so I have to delete the first row and first column. The remaining will be determinant this value B2, B3, C2, C3. So directly I'll write B2, C3, B2, C3 minus C2, B3, C2, B3. Next is expanding along R1 is minus A2, minus A2. Now I have to delete first row and second column, so remaining B1, B3, C1, C2. So I am deleting this cell, so B1, B2, C1, C3. So determinant of 2 by 2 matrix can be obtained B1, C3 minus C1, B3. B1, C3 minus C1, B3. C1, B3. So this will be obtained. Then next one is plus A3, plus A3 into, by deleting first row and third column, I am deleting this, means I am getting only B1, B2, C1, C2. So what is that? B1, C2, C1, B2. B1, C2, C1, B2. So this is the determinant obtained by expanding row R1. Now after that I'll interchange first row and third row, or anyhow I can interchange. Interchanging first and third row. So what we get if I interchange first and third row, then the determinant becomes, this will be C1, C2, C3, B1, B2, B3, A1, A2, A3. Now we have to find out the determinant. Now we have exchanged first row and the third row. Now we have to find out what is the determinant value. So by expanding along R3, I'll consider. I can consider R1 or R2 or R3, any way I can consider. So I'll expand along R3. So delta is equal to R3 is A1. So A1 into R3. So I have to delete first column and third row. So we are getting only this value C2, B3 minus B2, C3, then minus A2 into, by deleting this, so we are getting C1, C3, B1, B2, C1, C3, B1, B3. So it is C1, B3 minus B1, C3 plus A3 into, by deleting third row and third column, C1, B2 minus B1, C2 minus B1 C2. So this we obtain, but here we have to get like this. So here you can see A1 is B2 C3 minus C2 B3. So I can write it is by taking minus sign at Z minus B2 C3. So I'll write it as A1 minus A1 B2 C3 B2 C3 minus C2 B3 C2 B3, and again it should be B1 C3 minus C1. So again I'm taking a minus from all the terms, not from the first term. I'm taking minus from all the terms. So here if I take a minus sign outside, so here this becomes as it is, but I'm taking minus from here. So here it becomes B1 C3 minus C1 B3. This minus will be as it is. So minus A2 B1 C3 minus C1 B3 minus C1 B3, and this becomes plus A3 into, again I'm taking minus means B1 C2 minus C1 B2, B1 C2 minus C1 B2, B1 C2 minus C1 B2. So from all the terms I have taken minus outside, so this will be equal to minus of delta. This will be equal to minus of delta. So what it shows, the value of the determinant, changes its sign. So I have taken, if a row or column, similarly I can interchange column also, or I can interchange row also. When we interchange the rows and rows or columns, then the value or sign of the determinant changes. Sign of the determinant changes. Now it is delta, then here it becomes minus delta. If I wanted to interchange once again, then minus of minus delta, so plus delta. If I change this once again, so if how many times we change the how many times we interchange, that many times we have to multiply by minus. So now I have changed once means minus 1 times delta. So if I am, that means multiplied by minus 1. If I am changing one more time means minus 1 square delta. If I changing 3 times means minus 1 cube delta. 4 times is minus 1 to the power 4 delta. So that many times we can interchange. So how many times we interchange rows or columns, then that many times we can we have to multiply the delta by minus 1 to the power number of times we interchange. So this is the property number 2, but same we can take any example for this. We can take any example. Delta is equal to, if I take any determinant, then if I find out I'll take delta is equal to one example. Two, 3, 1, 5, minus 2, 0, 2, 1, minus 3. Minus 3, if I consider this is the example. So first I have to find out delta, expand along R1. If I expand along R1, so what we get if I expand along R1, delta is equal to 2 into, I'll write directly now. So minus 2 into minus 3 is a 6, minus 0, then minus 3 into deleting first row and second column. So what we get now, 5 into 3 is minus 15, 2 into 0 is 0, plus 1 into deleting this, 5 into 1 is 5, plus 4. So already we have taken this example itself. So 16, 12, plus 15, 5 into 1 is 5. So 5 plus 5 into 1 I have to consider. 5 into 1 is 5 plus 4, so 9. So this will be equal to 15 plus 9 is 24. 24 plus 12 is 36. 36. So this is the value of delta by expanding along. So we have calculated, written it is 15, 3 into is 45 plus 9. So we are getting the value as 66. So this is obtained by expanding along R1. So after expanding along R1, then what I have to do is I have to interchange rows and columns. Interchange rows and columns, or interchange rows or columns, not rows and columns, rows or column. So I'll interchange R1 and R2. Interchanging R1 and R2. If I interchange R1 and R2, what is the determinant we get? So delta 1 is equal to R1 and R2 are interchanged. So 5 minus 2, 0, then 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 minus 3, 2, 1 minus 3. So now this is the determinant. Now what I have to do is I have to find out the determinant. Expand along R1. If I expand along R1, so what will be 5 into 3 minus 3, that will be delta 1 is equal to 5 into, it is obtained 3 into minus 3 is minus 9. Minus 9, now by deleting first one first column, 3 into minus 3 is minus 9. So minus 9 minus 1. Next minus of minus 2 into minus of minus 2 into, by deleting this what we get, 2 into minus 3 is minus 6 minus 2. Minus 6 minus 2 plus 0 into what we get by deleting first and third column. So 2 minus 6. So this will be equal to minus 9 minus 1 is minus 10. Minus 10 into 5 is minus 50. Minus 50. Then 6 minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 8 plus 2. Minus into minus plus. So plus 2 is minus 8 into 2 is minus 16 plus 0. So minus 50 minus 16 is a minus 66. So minus 66. So here we got the value as 66 and here it is minus 66. So minus 66 means I can write it as a minus of delta. So delta 1 is equal to minus of delta. By interchanging rows and rows or columns, we are getting the value negative of actual delta value by expanding row 1 and interchanging rows, we got the same negative of that. So this is a second property. Next property number 3. Property number 3 will be, if we interchange or any two rows of a rows or columns of a determinant are identical. Property number 3. Property 3 is, if any two rows or columns of a given determinant are identical, that means all the elements of any two rows or columns are same, identical, then the determinant value is a 0. Then the determinant value is a 0. That means if any two rows are of a same element or any two columns are of same element, then the determinant value is a 0. So property number 3, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then determinant value is a 0. So that is a property. Then how to prove this theoretically? So I'll consider delta as A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. If I consider this is the delta value, this is delta value, then by property number 2, so what happens if I interchange? And already it is told any two rows are of same, I'll take two rows are same element. Two rows are of same element. So A1, A2, A3 only. The property is any two rows are same or any columns are same. Now I have taken R1 and R2 are same. Next, from the property number 2, what we know is when we interchange the rows, what happens? The determinant value changes its sign. So now I can interchange A1 and A2. That means R1 and R2. I can interchange R1 and R2. So what we get here, interchanging or by property 2, what we get, by interchanging the determinant value changes its sign. So when I interchange R1 and R2, now then we get it is a new delta, that is a delta 1 or minus delta. This is delta, and when I interchange, we are getting one more determinant, so that will be interchanges its sign, therefore that will be minus delta. So delta can be written as minus delta. Delta can be written as minus delta, because when we interchange these two also we are getting delta itself, so that will be minus delta. So delta and minus delta, if I take to one more side, then it becomes 2 delta equal to 0. So this implies delta is equal to 0. So when there is two rows or columns are same, the determinant value is 0. So I can give an example. I'll take example. Delta is equal to if I take, this is the example, two rows R1 and R2 are same. If I expand along R1, if I expand along R1, what we get? Delta is equal to 1 into 2 into 4 is 8, 3 into minus 2 is by deleting first row and first column. So 2 into 4 is 8, 3 into minus 2 is a minus 6, so minus, so 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6, next minus 2 into 4, 1 into 4 is 4, minus 1 into 3 is minus 1 into the minus 6, so it will be 4 plus 3, then plus 3 into, by deleting first one third column, it will be minus 2 plus 2. So this is equal to 4 plus 6 is a 10, then 7 minus 7 into 4 plus 6 is it is not 4, it is 8, sorry. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 here, 4 plus 7 into 2 is minus 14. Plus 0, so this will be equal to 0. So we got the answer as 0. That means when two rows are equal, we get the determinant value is 0. So this is the third property of a given determinant. Next property number 4. So if any two rows or columns of a determinant is multiplied by a constant, then the determinant value is multiplied by a constant. If any two rows or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant, then its value of the determinant is multiplied by a constant. One row, if I give that, or if I give one determinant, if that determinant is multiplied by a constant, then that means any row or column is multiplied by a constant, then the determinant value also multiplied by a constant. So that is the property number 4. So what is the property 4? How you have to write the statement? If each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant k, then its value gets multiplied by k. Its value gets multiplied by k. So if I consider property number 4, so I'll consider delta is a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, C3. If I consider this is the delta, and delta 1, delta 1 I'll consider by multiplying row 1 by k. So how I can write R1 changes to k into R1. I have to use the operation like R1 changes to k into R1, then delta 1 is equal to k into A1, k into A2, k into A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. C1, C2, C3. So this is the determinant. Now expanding along R1. Expand along R1. I'll expand along R1. So what I'll get if I expand along R1? K into A1, K into A1, B2, C3, B2, C3, C2, B3. B2, C3 minus B3 minus K into A2. K into A2 is B1, C3. B1, C3 minus C1, B3 plus k into A3. K into A3 is B1, C2. B1, C2 minus C1, B2 minus C1, B2. So this is the determinant. So now we can see in each value which is a common, k is a common. So I'll take k outside. K I'll take outside. So what is remaining? A1, B2, C3 minus C2, B3 minus A2, B1, C3 minus C1, B3 plus A3 into B1, C2 minus C1, B2. I have taken k outside. If I take k outside, what will be remaining? K if I take outside. So this will be the determinant of delta. This is the delta. That delta is multiplied by k. So this is equal to k into delta. K into delta. Therefore, when we multiply each element of any row or column, then the determinant value also multiplied by that constant multiple. So this is the property 4. So from this property, what we can see is if I suppose delta is what is the conclusion from this property? So when you can write a note of this. So when you suppose this is a given determinant, so what here k is common in the first row, so we can take that common, and remaining a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. So we get k into given determinant. So from this property what we can see is we can divide, or we can take out a common term from any row or column, So from this property, so you can write one note, from this property we can take out any common term from any row or column, of a given determinant. So that is one note. So next we can see next, suppose this is the given determinant. The given determinant is like this. The first row is ka1, ka2, ka3. Second is a1, a2, a3. First is ka1, ka2, ka3, and second is a1, a2, a3, then c1, c2, c3. Then we can see from this week what we can do. We can take k common, and now the row becomes a1, a2, a3. This also b1. We have considered b1, a1, a2, a3. So two rows are identical now when by taking the common term. So what we can do, if two rows or columns are proportional, then the determinant value is 0. If two rows or columns are proportional, then the determinant value is 0. So that is one more note. One note is from this property we can take any common factor from any row or column. The second one is any two rows or columns are proportional, then the determinant value is 0. So that is a two note. So I'll not give an example for this. You will come to know. So if it is common, we can take that common outside and we can find out what is the determinant. So this is property number 4. Next property number 5. So what is the next property? If some or all the elements of any row or column is expressed as a sum of two terms, the determinant also can be expressed as a sum of 2. If some or any two rows, if some element or all the elements of any row or column is expressed, suppose it is expressed as sum of two terms, then the determinant value also can be expressed as a sum of two determinants. So this is the property number 5. So how to write? If some or some or all elements of a row or a column of a determinant are expressed as a sum of two terms, then the determinant value also can be expressed as a sum of two determinants. So example, I'll take as property 5. I'll take delta is equal to a1 plus lambda, a2 plus lambda, a3 plus lambda, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. If I consider this is delta, next what we can do, it should be expressed as a sum of, now R1 is a sum of sum of any two terms. It is not always a delta or a delta. I can take it as a alpha, gamma, beta, or a delta 1, delta 2, or delta 3, or I can alpha, beta, gamma also I can consider. So now R1 is expressed as a sum of two terms. Now this determinant can be expressed as sum of two terms, sum of two determinants. R1 is sum of two terms, then whole determinant can be expressed as sum of sum of two determinants. So this is the property number 5. So we'll discuss this later. So this is property number 5. Thank you.